Namaste. Welcome to another episode of the Vidyavani podcast. In today's episode, we are going to explore a very interesting topic about the dangers of celebration. Sounds oxymoron, right? The dangers of celebration. Have you ever noticed that you feel empty, hollow, and quite sad after a celebration event? It could be your birthday, it could be a festival like Diwali is coming up. After a celebration, you feel a dip in the mood. Have you noticed? If not, notice it this time in others, but not in yourself, because that's what I want to help you with. So that after you hear this podcast, you don't get into the same old crash again. So, I would like to explain this with a short story that happened in 2015. I was in New Delhi alone preparing for my civil services exam, and I was staying by myself in a small, tiny room far away from home. Um, and it was Diwali. I decided not to go back home for that Diwali and stay back in New Delhi. And I was feeling a kind of a sadness that I'm missing out on the celebrations. And I was very curious to understand why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling that missing out on celebration kind of sadness? So I texted my guru to ask for some guidance on how to overcome this kind of blues. And he replied that, isn't it good that you will not have a crash after Diwali? And isn't it good that you're not actually celebrating? And I was shocked. I thought celebration was good. So my guru explained that when people get into this kind of celebration, they overhype their dopamine, which is a happy neurotransmitter that is that's what your brain makes you feel when dopamine is released. It makes you feel very happy. But we overdo it in celebrations and we overhype it to an extent that we lose touch of our reality. You could be losing your job next week, but people would still be celebrating some kind of festival at home. Your marriage would be falling apart, but you still want to post those pictures of celebration on Instagram. There's someone in your house could be sick and dying, but still the celebration doesn't stop. People disconnect from their reality and get into the sense of fake happiness, overhyped happiness, and because of that, their dopamine level spikes way higher than it should for, for a few days. And this mechanism has been very carefully done by marketing of several businesses. Like now, if you open any TV channel, you will see several beautiful, catchy ads of clothes stores like Max and Fab India and you know uh, several businesses telling you there is so much offer, new collections, discounts, blah blah blah, and crackers, and fooling you by showing pictures of happy families bursting crackers together. And to experience that fake happiness, we spend a lot for that day. We spend on our clothes, on crackers, and so many other things just to spike up our happiness. And because of this spiking, the next day your brain takes it back because your brain knows that you have produced it at a very uh, illegitimate way. Your brain knows that you haven't earned it. This dopamine cannot be maintained at this spiked level throughout your whole day, throughout your week, throughout your year. So the very next day, your brain takes it back, and it's called dopamine reuptake in medical terms. And when the brain takes it back and says, "Hey, you didn't do anything to maintain this dopamine at this level, so you don't deserve this kind of happiness. Now I'm gonna take it back. Go work on your life." So when your brain takes it back, that's when you crash. The next day you feel, what's the point of all these things? Why am I sad? Why am I suddenly feeling depressed? And some people say, oh, I miss the celebration. And some people overextend their celebration also. They say, in my house, Diwali is 4 days. This is what happens in marriages as well. Have you heard of post marriage blues? Yeah. So people use celebrations as a way to feel happy. But in reality, you can feel happy every day if you work towards it the legitimate way, which is by solving your problems and finding joy in problem solving. As simple as that. Every problem in your life is a challenge for you to grow out of. When you realize that every day, as you keep solving, you can always have mini celebrations and release this mini amount of dopamine every day and feel good about yourself instead of spiking it like a like a cracker one day and crashing the next day. When my guru explained this to me, I really lost interest in celebrations. After that, I really couldn't get myself to celebrate anything in that kind of hyped way. Everything felt just like an illusion that just made for us to spend our money and to lose our real happiness. What's the point of feeling extreme happiness one day and feeling there's nothing for me to look forward to the next day? Isn't that sad? Why can't we feel happy every day? Why can't we be challenged, solve the problems, and give ourselves a pat on the back and say good job and feel the real dopamine hit? And as we create these small spurts of dopamine every day, our brain grows. It looks for more and more challenges to feel more and more dopamine. And as you keep experiencing these mini sparks of dopamine, as you keep solving your problems, if you look back, you would have grown a lot in your life. You would have learned a lot of skills. You would have started a business. You would have a tribe with you who's helping you out and caring for you. You would have achieved so much. And that's what I want for each and every one of you listening. So I'm sorry if I destroyed your mood of celebration. I hope you enjoy your Diwali, but be aware that this is what is happening and it is not necessary for you to hype in your head. You can still enjoy the Diwali without overhyping your dopamine. I hope this helps. Happy Diwali, and I'll see you in another episode.